Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels. And today, I just want to tell you guys that my advice can save your life. That's right. My advice can save your life. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in the area that we call Mozambique today, there was a woman who had two daughters. And the local doctor in the town said that her daughters would never be able to bear children and would most likely never get married because of this. And so both daughters were bitter, but the younger daughter more so than the older. So one day, the older daughter was out gathering water, and she dropped her mother's earthenware jar. And when it broke, she exclaimed, "Balookaloo, balookaloo," which was a magic phrase she had heard over and over. And she didn't realize it, but when she said this, a magic rope began to descend from the clouds, and she saw it and walked over to the rope. She climbed up into the clouds, and when she got up there, she saw an entire heavenly city, and she saw an old lady sitting off in the distance. The old lady called over to her, and she walked over and politely said, "Yes, ma'am." The old lady asked her why was she there in the heavenly city and what was it that she wanted most in life. And the girl said that she wanted a baby. So the lady told her that to go in this direction. She pointed west, and she said that when the ant tries to get in her ear, allow it. And the ant will give her advice on what to do to make it to the end and get her baby. And so she went along, and just as the woman said, the ant went into her ear and she allowed it. And so while in heaven, she was asked to perform several tasks by several beings, and every task the ant described to her how to complete it. And so after she completed every task successfully, she was given a baby, she was given cloth, fine linen, she was given jewels, she was given ointments, and she was made rich, and she was guided back home. When her younger sister saw this, she was enraged and jealous, and she said that I will go to this spot and I will do the same thing. And her sister tried to give her the advice that she got, but she would not listen, and she ran off. And so she made it to the rope. She climbed up into heaven. She saw the old lady. The old lady called. She was rude, and she did not listen. She did not allow the ant in her ear. And so when she was asked to perform the task for the people in heaven, she performed the task badly. And when she went to go get her child, the child that she thought she was going to get, she reached for the child, which was wrapped in red linen, and it exploded, and she was dead. And so someone in heaven gathered her bones and was taking it back to her mother's house. And when the ant and the old woman saw them carrying her bones out of heaven, they said, "My child, my advice can save your life." And have you ever been in a situation like that, family? I know we're grown. I know we're adults. I know we have children of our own, and we take care of ourselves, and we pay our bills, and we don't necessarily have to listen to anyone. But sometimes the advice of others can save our lives, quite literally, especially when they're giving us advice about a situation that we have never been in before. Perhaps we're trying to start a business. Perhaps we're trying to write a book. Perhaps we're trying to achieve some type of goal or some type of ambition, get some type of degree. We're trying to go into uncharted territories, and there is someone trying to give us advice who has already been there. Remember, family, you can learn from the experiences of others without experiencing that thing yourself. So this morning, as you go out into the world, I want you to remember that advice can save your life. If you are in a situation where you are unsure or unclear or worried about what you should do, and you know that you have a sound individual that you can listen to, don't be afraid or ashamed to take their advice, family, because advice can save your life. Thanks for watching Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels. And remember, I am an author, and the link to all of my books is in the comments, and on my page is dandyandbigherm.com. So if you like the content, please go and purchase a book, and it's coming signed directly from me. Remember, you're awesome, you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're great, and you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.